All right, and welcome to the Athlete Live Streaming Network. I'm Craig Harden, alongside two of my partners. One's on his way. We got Sanjay Adele, coach now / Cream City AAU program, but also Brown Deer coach, part of the program with Jose Winston and all those good guys over there. Today we have a great game between two top teams in the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. We got number 2 ranked St. Catherine's, Racine, St. Catherine's. And then we got I always want to say Milwaukee, but Whitefish Bay Dominican, we have the Dominican Knights. And so right now will be the national anthem, and we'll come back with the starting lineups. You're locked in and watching and listening to the Athlete Live Streaming Network. All right, and that is your national anthem right there. We are in for a good game today between, like I said, some very key matchups. You got guys from Dominican. Everyone knows him. He goes by the name of Alex Antetokounmpo. I may have a couple times saying I'm just going to call him Alex Knight. Going up against the junior from St. Catherine's, Tyrese Hunter. He's a one of the top recruits in the 2021 class. Recruited Marquette's after him. A ton of schools is after him. So let's kind of see who's the starting lineup for St. Catherine's. They'll go Tyrese Hunter. He's a 6'1" guard. Then they'll go number 3, Kamari McGee. He's a 6-foot guard. Then they'll go number 4, guard 4, Jameer Baker. Then they'll go Calvin Hunter. And then at 6'4", 4 seniors, Marcel Tyler. Whitefish Dominican looks like this. They'll go Alex Antetokounmpo. He'll be the guard 4 for them. Alongside Justin Daniels, number 3. Also, Delani Austin, number 10. Number 4, Jamar McGee. And then the big fella in the middle will be Ben Jalakic. And if you heard that name a few times, he's been around the block. So, Coach, definitely two big teams. We've been talking about this before the game. These are two top players that we both kind of want to see. I heard a lot about the Hunter kid, recruited by a lot of different schools. We'll see what type of player he is going up against a top 10 player in the state against Alexander Antetokounmpo.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach. Craig, there's not going to be any back down here from St. Catherine's. They're not going to be intimidated at all. They're well worth the price in gold here as we're talking about high school basketball. They came here from Racine about 26 miles away, and they came to play.
Right, absolutely. And like I said, not too many times you get top 2. Dominican is not ranked in the top 10 in the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Both teams come in 10-0. This is a conference game. Both teams are the Metro Classic, so it should be a dandy. Excited to see these two teams finally get to see Tyrese Hunter and Jose Winston coached them this past summer, plays for the Phenom U AAU program. So Dominican wins the tip.
Little curling action by Dominican. Get some ball movement on the backside of the ball here.
Austin, you'll see Alex working up top. He worked on his skill set. He's a 6. They got him at 6'8". Tough shot by Jamar McGee. No, hit out of misses. And here comes.
Oh.
Ben with the rebound. No good.
I tell you what, just that move by the Hunter kid just to start the game, he's going to be tough to stay in front of, Craig.
Alex up working the top with the left. Wants to kind of ISO him up top.
I like to see Dominican get the ball moving a little bit more than that. You know, having Alex out front pounding it just because it has air in it, it's not going to get it done.
McGee tries to go to the basket, and that'll be a jump ball, and the ball will go to St. Cat's. St. Cat's finished second in the conference last year. Everyone knows Martin Luther, who went on to win Division III state champions. St. Cat's brings everyone back, so the expectations this year for this team is through the roof, especially when you got a backcourt of Hunter and McGee. 3 goes up. Daniels, no good. Lambert.
And Craig, you saw the first 2 shots by St. Catherine. They're trying to get to the basket. This team isn't going to settle for jump shots. They're really trying to provoke fouls and get to the basket.
Hunter up top. Screen, kicks it over. 3-point basket by number 4. That is good. That is Jamari Barker. That makes it 3-zip. Up top.
That's not going to get it done, Craig. Antetokounmpo outside handling that ball against that kind of strong pressure. I told you, they came from 26 miles away. They came to play.
St. Catherine's working the ball around.
Woo!
Good move by Therese, but Giannis with the block. I saw Alex with the block. It's reminiscent of
a Giannis type of block, isn't
right.
it?
Ball's in, missed shot, and we'll have a foul. We'll stay here.
As you see the veteran coach guys working the referees early on to get some hand-checking fouls against Giannis. Alex. We're going to mix the
3-pointer top. That is good. That makes it 6-zip early for St. Catherine's. And a timeout here on the court. Coach Goss and the Knights want to talk about it. They'll take a timeout, so we'll take a quick 30-second timeout. So timeout on the court goes Dominican ball, but you just kind of made a great point. They have Alex working up top, but you said you might want to put him in different spaces on the floor to kind of get him free.
Absolutely. I'm not going to wear Alex out by having him bring the ball down every time in the court. Like right now, you can see out of the timeout, he's off the ball, right? So you're going to try to get him in a situation where, boom, now we're looking at a post-up situation where Alex, let's get him the ball. Right now he can be dominant. Bang, 2 points. He didn't miss. He didn't make that one, but that's the kind of stuff you want to do with a guy like that.
Here comes Tyrese with Justin Daniels guarding him up top. And when you watch St. Catherine's, you're seeing Tyrese in different spots. He's on the ball at a good step back, but they got him not at the top where the defense can just zero in on him.
Yeah, he's moving, he's setting screens. And because most people, what you know about guys who set screens, they're usually the person that gets open.
Alex almost with a block, number 0 for St. Catherine's, Elijah Sabelli. He makes the shot. That makes it 8-zip early. 14:05 remaining here in the first half. Dominican down.
Coach Bennett truly understands he has to have Hunter away from the basketball because that's going to be a huge focal point on most defenses.
That was a forced three by Alex. Hit none but the backboard. And this is kind of maybe, I just kind of want to see this person in the building. But when we did the last game, we did the Dominican game, Alex didn't play that good. But once his brothers came in, I felt like he stepped his game up a little bit. Maybe we may be in for another Alex for a Giannis appearance. So, Austin at the top. He's working. Austin's going to go up strong. He does it. That's a block shot, and here comes Tyrese Hunter working under the pick. Three-point shot, no good. Austin up top, working. Alex for the three-point shot, tough shot, that's no good. Ben with the rebound, Ben goes up strong, and finally, Dominican gets on the board, offensive rebound. That makes it 8-2. And we have an off-the-ball foul going against Dominican. That'll go on number 24. That is Alex, that's his first personal foul. Team's second personal foul. So, Hunter working up top. St. Catherine's doing a great job of running their offense right now, making Dominican defend, and multiple people are touching the ball. 2 goes up, no good. Good ball movement. 4. Jamari Barker can't make the shot, and here comes Dominican. No, they turn the ball over. It'll stay. They can't make it. Rebound comes to the Knights. Entering the game for Dominican is Ron Kirk Jr. Alex thought about it, spin move. And he'll be going to the line to shoot 2. So, Alex Antetokounmpo will go to the line shooting 2 shots. They're down 8-2 early. Substitutions for St. Catherine's, number 30 into the ball game. That's Dominique Pitts. He's a 6'2" forward, freshman forward, entering the ball game. Second shot up by Antetokounmpo, no good. Good box out. And here comes St. Catherine's. Dominican, missed shot. Dominican comes down. Kirk Jr. Pressure. He finds Austin. Austin knocks down the 2-point shot. And that is good. That makes it 8-5.
It's in a little zone here by Dominican. That's a little 3-2 zone there, and they're tagging that high post area.
3-point shot.
That's the problem with zone there. Like, you got to rebound out of the zone. You got to see guys hitting people.
Yes, and Kamar McGee knocks down the 3.
Yeah, and second shots will kill you in any defense that you're in.
In high school basketball, it's kind of hard to box out beginning. If you're playing in zone, it gives you, if you're the defender, you're not really turning around to find the man. You're just going to turn to find the ball.
Yep.
Austin's working up top. McGee, good defense. McGee staying right with him.
Whoa.
And we got a foul call against St. Catherine's.
That's a nickel and dimer right there. You know, I thought that was really good defense. You see St. Catherine's, they're really quick to the ball, closing off the lane, making it really hard for Dominican to penetrate into that lane area.
And that's the 4th personal foul against St. Catherine's. So they're going to call.
Craig, I really love this atmosphere. This close, the fans are close to the floor, small gym. It's probably about, what did you say, 300-400 people in here, 300?
Packed.
Yeah,
packed
but it's packed. But it makes it seem like it's a, different kind of atmosphere.
Here's Alex working on number 2. Number 2, that is Lombard. Passes to Kirk. Kirk has to get ready to shoot that. Kirk's going to drive, kicks out, bend, corner three-pointer. That is good. He knocks down a 3. That makes it 11-8. Dominican's making a slow comeback here.
That was pretty good drive and kick situation there. Pretty good job by Kirk Jr. to make the right play.
Turnover still. Here comes Austin. Austin thought about the 3. He's going to bring it back out. Right now you have Alex in the post, what you talked about. Back inside, outside. He has a mismatch.
He got a
he
small
should go
guy
right
on
back.
him. He got to get that. He got to get that.
And Austin didn't see the mismatch. Turnover. Here comes Alex. He misses the jam. Misses another shot. And St. Catherine's in transition. McGee passes to number 10, Isaac Doodle. And McGee's going to set something up.
When you're struggling, you can't have those missed layups, Craig, especially at home.
Elijah Lombard, he knocks down the 3.
Yeah.
Tough shot right there.
Yeah, that's a 5-point swing there. You got an opportunity to have a layup or a dunk there, and then you give up a 3 on the other end to a wide open guy in the corner.
So 3-foot number. Justin Daniels Helmsley kicks it out. Ben goes up, no foul card.
They're letting him play.
Finally, so it looks like foul will be called on number 10 for St. Catherine's. That'd be the 5th personal foul. His 2nd foul, so almost a bonus situation, 2 more fouls.
And I like to see that. I like to see Coach Guys right there challenging Alex to, get it done offensively and defensively. I'm sure that's what the conversation was about. They really need Alex to step up right here.
He's the marquee. Him and Tyrese is why people came to see this game. 2 big-time matchups against 2 major Division I players. And right now, it's St. Catherine's getting the best of this matchup right now. Early on, 9 minutes to play here in the first half. 14-8, St. Catherine's up 6 points.
There's a lot of offensive movement there for St. Catherine's through that zone. They got guys popping into that high post area and then flashing out of there. They're doing a really good job of moving that ball.
Tyrese, he's going to penetrate, kicks out to number 15. And Brock could not nail it, and here comes Dominican. Ron Kirk with the rebound.
I'm not going to really call that good defense by Dominican. I just think that was a good offensive play by, St. Catherine's. Not really good defense.
Just Jamari McGee for Dominican. Hits it to Kirk. Kirk wants to go one-on-one against Tyrese. Up and under. Ben, that's his shot right there. He knocks down the jump shot. That makes it 14-10. Dominican slowly getting back in this one.
And that's what you got to see happen for Dominican to get back in. You got to see some selfless basketball, some player movement, ball movement. And this kid Hunter is good as advertised. He's really slippery. He's slippery. He's really slippery.
And it seems he's a quiet assassin on the basketball court. He's not a lot of emotion. He just does his job. Kirk Jr. in the corner thought about a 3-pointer. And right now their best offense is giving it to Ben. High post picked by Ben. They're going to say a hold against St. Catherine's. That's their 6th personal foul. So next foul for St. Catherine's, Dominican will be going shooting a one-on-one situation.
Dominican has been successful when they've been moving the basketball, not necessarily dribbling the basketball. You've seen when they've dribbled into the paint, made a move, and then drive and kick, they've been successful. When they're out front at 35, 40 feet dribbling the basketball, they haven't been successful.
Right.
So the recipe is quite simple. Move the basketball.
Austin's working up top. McGee's right on him. Alex is up top working on Lombard. Spin move. Good defense. This has been some good one-on-one matchup. Turnover right there by Dominican. Lombard throws it up. Hunter couldn't connect on that. So,
hey, that wasn't a miss because he wasn't high enough.
The ball was underthrown.
The ball was underthrown.
I had to say I had that problems on my Nerf court back at home.
I never had that problem, Craig.
Three-pointer shots off. Ben's doing the dirty work. He's keeping this team in the game right there. The effort by Ben. He's a senior. He's been here before. The moment is not too big for him. Lombard out. Tough pass. Good ball movement. Hunter, corner three-pointer, no good, but offensive rebound by. And we have a jump ball situation. Ball will stay with St. Catherine's. Substitution in for St. Catherine's number 0. He's coming in. That is Elijah Sabala. If I'm messing up your last name, I'm so sorry to the folks and the people who named you. We usually do a pronunciation check, and we weren't able to talk to their head coach, Nick Bennett, before the game. Ball will stay with the Knights. So Hunter, Ron Kirk Jr. on him, McGee up top. Looks like it's a zone by Dominican right now, Coach. Hunter.
Absolutely.
And he split the zone. That's what you want, your best player to attack the middle.
Well, what I see, you can see the pedigree from the Bennetts. There's a lot of ball movement, player movement through their 3-2 zone, and they're just finding the guy who's open. And that's a really selfless team. They're just looking for the 1-on-0 shot. It don't matter who's shooting that ball. They're looking for the 1-on-0 shot.
So right now, 20-12, 5:25 to go here in the first half. Dominican down 8 against St. Catherine's at home. Big time matchup between St. Catherine's taking on Dominican. You're watching, and you locked into the Athlete Live Streaming Network. A couple coaches in the house. Got Coach Wojo, Marquette head coach, here to hopefully see both players, Tyrese Hunter and Alex Antetokounmpo. Yeah, I've seen some Stevens Point coaches in here. So got a lot of coaches. Kind of coaches in the game, in the building to watch such a big-time matchup.
Well, what we're seeing here with that 3-2 zone, if you're going to play any type of zone, right, you got to have a lot of communication, right? You can't just stand in the area and hope that the defense can't figure it out. This is a well-coached basketball team over there at St. Catherine's, and that's just not going to get it done. You have to be a little bit more active in that zone.
Jamar McGee knocks down the free throw, makes it 14-20. Hunter up top, step back, two-point shot, in and out, rebound. Lambert thought about it, kicks it out. McGee, he's going to try to go one-on-one, but they're going to move it. Does go baseline, push out of bounds. Referee didn't call the foul. Hunter working. Good patience by St. Catherine, moving the ball around.
Very good cuts.
Not forcing the shot. And then Lambert, he's got a nice looking jump shot, being with the rebound. Delaney Austin, kid can shoot it, and he has on Giannis's shoes. I'm pointing that out. Behind the back. Here comes Tyrese behind the back. Oh my goodness, and they're going to call it travel. Not sure that was a travel. Let's take it with the rebound. Delaney Austin, kid can shoot it, and he has on Giannis's shoes. I'm pointing that out. Behind the back. Here comes Tyrese behind the back. Oh my goodness, and they're going to call it travel. Not sure.
On the go up, it definitely was not a travel.
So the instant replay never lies.
Getting a little home cooking there.
So 14-20, Dominican down 6. Three-point shot finally goes down for Alex Antetokounmpo. He knocks down the 3. Make it 17-20. Thought about it. He's stuck in the middle. Elijah had nowhere to go before giving the ball up. Ball kicked out to McGee. McGee has Ron Kirk on him. Hunter, three-pointer, corner, in and toilet bowl, in and out.
Hey, and if you're Alex there and you got a Hunter there in the corner, you got to get more ball pressure in there. You're going to let the best player on the court just take corner shot threes and hope that he misses.
Well, right now he's 0 for 2 for that shot, so the odds, Ben, again, aggressive move. And he's getting everything to fall. And the senior shushing the crowd right now. He's keeping them in this game. 19-20, 3:18 to go here in the first half. Hunter, Kirk, McGee, top for the three-point shot. That was set play, no good. Rebound comes to Dominican. Here comes Ron Kirk. You want to get the hot hand. Has been bent all night long, so why not feed the big guy?
He has a mismatch. Got to give him a touch. There it is.
On the block.
He kind of forced that when he was double teamed there. And one.
And one by Lombard. He goes up, and he's saying too strong. That's one of those fouls. Young fella, let him go, young fella.
Let him go. You don't, right now, you got it going. Your team has the momentum, right? You don't want to give a fast break layup and give the momentum swung back the other way.
We have a delay of game. I think they're calling that one actually on Coach Bennett. High school basketball, some gyms, like this gym, where would the coach's box be in high school? Right?
I'm not sure.
And so some gyms, it's hard to tell where is the coach's box for that warning. I like this matchup. This Lambert kid is showing me some stuff.
Hey, he's taking on a challenge.
Kirk for the three-pointer corner, no good. Here comes St. Cat's.
And Craig, tell me, is it just me, or is St. Cat's getting the shots that they want?
Stuff like that, right to the basket,
right.
just like
St. Cat's getting the shots that they want, and Dominican's really struggling to find the rhythm on the offensive end.
And Jamiri Baker makes that shot, extend the lead to 6, 19-25.
And I see the score. It's only a 6-point game, but it has the feeling of St. Catherine's really dominating this game.
And one basket right there. You're absolutely right. The and one, that would be for Delani Austin, and he'll go to the right. You absolutely. This whole game feels like it should be more than a 4-point lead because at no point in time has Dominican had that surge or made that run yet.
Right.
So if you coach guys, you probably say, okay, we took everything they had in the first half. Now it's time for us to go on the run.
Right. Absolutely.
Austin shots up. That's good. Makes it 22-25. St. Cat's up by 3. Good defense. The zone look right now again by Dominican. Watch for that the high screen flash that St. Catherine's doing a great job. And right there, Lambert. This kid is playing absolutely Elijah Lambert.
Well, Craig, what I see is there's nobody really identifying the high post. When that ball goes to the corner, he's just sinking down, and nobody's making contact with him. He's going to lay that ball up all day, all night long.
And there seems like the scout report is to make Ben got away with a travel, but he's working. So Here comes Tyrese. Tyrese off the glass, a little too strong. Kirk with the rebound.
And that's probably the first uncontrolled shot we've seen by St. Catherine's all night. You know, we're going into the 1 minute mark of the first half.
Ben's working again. They're going right back to the well. No good. The ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Dominican. Yep, you do. We turn it on for you. Hold it like this, because this sometimes comes off. So, just hold it right here. Here comes Dominican. I mean, St. Catherine's 27-22. It may be a last second possession right here for Dominican. I mean, for St. Catherine's, they probably want to sit on this, air this clock out. So coming up at halftime, we'll catch up with Nick Bennett. Our Jose Winston will catch up with St. Catherine's head coach as they're going to the halftime with the lead. We'll see what this final play will be with Wojo up top. We'll talk about that too. Did you ever play differently when you had college coaches come to watch you play? Hold that thought. Hunter, no good. 4 seconds left. Lambert's been everywhere. 1 second. Nice pass. That goes as a block. But yeah, so Dominican down 5, 22-27 at the half. So Dominican with the lead right now. I mean, down 7. What you like in that first half, Sanjay?
I really like the way St. Catherine's really defended. They really defended, got after it, made it really difficult for Dominican to get into any rhythm, you know, offensively. And also, I really like the way they played offensively, right? No matter what Dominican threw at them, whether it was zone or man-to-man, they seemed comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, they seemed very comfortable with running their sets and getting the shots that they wanted. Like I said earlier, there was pretty much only one shot that I think was like
the defensive strategy in the first half to kind of slow him down.
He's really talented. He's athletic. He can make shots. He can take you off the bounce. So Elijah Lambert seeing the heavy lifting, guarding him one-on-one. But, you know, it's team concepts. We got to be active in the gaps. We got to get to the other side.
Obviously, everyone knows about Tyrese and what a phenomenal athlete he is, but just talk a little bit about the role that Lambert has for you. He seems like he's your glue guy. He does a little bit of everything for you. Just talk a little bit about his impact this game.
He's a tough, hard-nosed kid. He's a kid that accepts his role. He's a kid that's just willing to guard the best guy 1 through 5. And offensively, he's got a little bit more game than probably we let him show at times.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
All right, Coach Winston, thank you for that update. So, yeah, Jose and Coach Bennett nailed it on the head. The Lambert kid kept these guys in the game. He's the reason why they got this 5-point lead at halftime. So, we'll go take a break at halftime. Dominican down 22-27. You're locked in and watching the Athlete Live Streaming Network. All right, welcome back to the Athlete Live Streaming Network here at Dominican. Halftime's over with Dominican down 5, 27-22. Great first half, in a sense, very competitive. What does the Dominican have to do in your eyes, Coach, for them to get back in this game?
I think Dominican has to be a lot more aggressive on the defensive end to get some fast breaks, some transition points going. You know, right now playing offense, I think they got a lot of dribbling of the basketball, and Alex has to dominate on the interior this half.
I feel like that first half three-pointer by Alex, that's a good thing. He makes his first three-point shot. Alex's shots in the first half was all tough.
Yeah.
He got nothing easy.
Yeah, and I'm sure that was St. Catherine's game plan coming into this, making it difficult for him.
McGee played a good floor general. Nice pull-up jump shot right there. That's real smooth.
Everything's in rhythm with St. Catherine's. You know exactly what's about to happen. It's like poetry in motion, right? But when we watch Dominican, it's a lot of static.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you ever washed your clothes and took them out and your underwear is sticking to your shirt? Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like. Alex
is working. And Lambert did a great job in that first half, bottling it up. Lambert is a stronger kid at 6'3". He's only, what is he listed at, 6'3", and he's a 6'4" senior, so he's been around a little bit, but he's solidly built. He's able to stay in front of Alex when Alex is going a little herky-jerky.
Let me tell you something about these Racine kids.
26 miles away, right?
26 miles away. Ever since I was a young toddler kind of playing the game, you know, Racine has always been known for having tough kids.
And you should know because Mesmer versus Racine Lutheran, was it?
Racine Lutheran, yes.
It was some big-time matchups.
Absolutely.
With Ricky Collum, those guys. What was the big
Alex
guy?
Scales,
Alex Scales.
I forget. Goodman,
the big guy, yeah.
Javon Goodman, yeah. He was tough.
So 28-29, Dominican cutting the lead to 1. Alex is up top working. They're going to call with a travel.
That's just not going to get it done. You know, if you're going to just play at the top of the key, St. Catherine's going to load up on you defensively and send somebody else at you. They're not going to let him just play one-on-one.
So Tyrese Hunter had a pretty quiet game in the first half, but he teamed up 6. McGee, they're going to call illegal screen. He moved. That's one of those fouls that you think back twice if you get in a foul trouble late in this second half.
You know, I disagree with the referees there, and I often disagree with them, but that's ticky-tack. The way you let them play in the first half, you got to keep letting them play that way.
Usually in the second half, referees want to take back the game. They're probably sending a message. This is how we don't want to get nippy. Alex pulls up. Oh, no good. Ben's on there for the rebound. He goes up strong. He can't make it. Ball's out. Here comes Lambert. McGee goes up. He goes for the layup, makes it good. 31-28. St. Catherine's up by 3. Again, you see Alex up top working where the defense can spot him. Austin working on McGee. He goes tough shot, no good. Fouls the rebound. Both players on the floor. And here, I think Alex maybe got away with a foul. No, they're going to call the foul. That's one of those fouls 90 feet away from the basket. Those are the ones you don't like.
Right. But as you can see, and that's what I'm talking about, the inconsistency of the referees. Down here, there just was a tug of war, right, going on. And then you call a ticky-tack offensive foul on the other end. I mean, are we going to play tough or not?
Well, if you're both teams, at least they're keeping it consistent.
Yeah.
You know. Hunter goes in, can't make the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First impression, first time seeing this Tyrese Hunter kid live in person. I always notice the last 2 years that we've been doing the stream. Anytime I see a kid their junior year or 1 year, you like to see the jump for next year.
Absolutely.
Kobe Johnson last year when we did the Nicolay games was a solid, but he also was playing in the shadows of his older brother Jalen Johnson, who was a monster, and Jamari sibling. First game we did this year, a monster game for him in the Fresh Coast Classic, and then he's followed up with a couple triple-doubles and it had 36 points. You'd like to see the development from year 1 to year 2, and Tyrese, this kid, seems like my first time seeing him up live in person. I can imagine how good he's going to be next year after going through another year of AAU circuit, becoming a senior, and by far probably is going to be one of the top players in the state alongside that bad man they call Patrick Baldwin Jr. at Sussex Hamilton.
I just love the way Tyrese is letting the game come to him. You know, he's not really out there forcing up a bunch of shots. You know, he looks like he's well poised, he's well coached. You know, I'm already in love with the kid.
Yeah. And probably won't be a big night offensively, but he's playing within the flow of the game.
Yeah, he's facilitating. You know, he's working within the scheme of what they're doing. You know, a lot of times you can see guys press when things aren't going their way, and that's the way it looks for Alex. He has to hoist up some shots. He has to have the ball in his hands. It looks like Tyree is playing well without the ball, you know. And to say a point guard is playing well without the ball, you know, that's pretty good.
And I think that's a luxury, too, of St. Catherine's Coach Bennett having 2 point guards on the team. Having Kamari McGee and a Tyrese Hunter. So when you got 2 point guards, especially in high school or college, guards run that help you win games, especially good guards, Division I, Division II guards.
Let me tell you what the luxury is. The luxury is to have a dad by the name of Dick Bennett.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely right. And so turnover by St. Catherine's.
Yep. If you look at what Tony Bennett is doing out there in Virginia, he's got a national championship under his belt. He's got a couple NBA draft picks, you know, that he sent to the NBA.
Yeah. And
he's reloading.
Drive, kick, Austin's in the corner, 1-on-1 against McGee. This is where you think Ben's been working that high post. Good cut, turn the ball over. McGee, back to 4-4 that is Jamari Baker. He can't make the shot. Kirkland with the rebound.
This game has a feel, though, like no matter what St. Catherine does offensively, they're going to defend.
Alex is trying to work again. Hasn't been successful dancing up top. Almost a steal by McGee. Timeout on the floor by Coach Goss. So they'll take a full timeout. We'll take a timeout. You're looking and locked into the Athlete Live Streaming Network.
Be on the lookout for more Bobcats Wisconsin. Bryant and Stratton College's Wauwatosa campus now offers 15 intercollegiate athletic programs, including esports, starting this fall. Competing in the NJCAA Division II level gives Bryant and Stratton College the opportunity to offer scholarships to student athletes. Learn more about Bobcats athletics at bscbobcats.com. Bryant and Stratton College, opportunities start here.
And welcome back to the Athlete Live Streaming Network here at Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin at Dominican High School, where Dominican is trailing St. Catherine's 32-28. I'm Craig Hart alongside my partner Sanjay Adele, and sideline reporting is the Mr. Basketball 1998, Jose Winston. He'll bring us our player of the game. Coach, they're down 4 points right now. We've seen a lot of Alex in the first half, but we've seen a lot of Alex on the perimeter. At some point in time, do you think he needs to know he's 6'8", the tallest guy, most athletic guy on the court, getting on the block like he is right now, where they have him stationed? Hopefully he might do an up-screen pick.
But that's just not enough, Craig, just to sit him on the block, because then the defense can still locate him.
Yep.
You have to start him out on the perimeter and maybe get some back screen action and flash him in there.
Long three. Right now, living room. Here comes the action. Hunter kicking the ball ahead was always up. Number 4, tough. Jamari Baker, he can't make the shot. They're fighting for it. And Elijah Sibling, that's what Jose just pointed out. He's getting every loose ball. He's the energy guy. He's kind of what Dominican is for, Ben Jekyll is for Dominican.
Well, if you take a look at the matchups, you got number 0 guarding Ben.
Elijah, yep.
Yeah, in the post. So that tells you about his toughness right there. So look at our matches. We got number 0 guarding Ben in the post.
So you got Elijah.
He's more like a
Ben.
shooting guard.
So Elijah is listed at 6'1", and Ben is listed at 6'5", about probably 215, 220. There we go. Alex right there working. Double team. Ben's up top. Good ball movement right. This is probably the most time 4 or 5 players touch the ball and gets a great shot by Ron Kirk. Alex got to watch out for the silly foul. Hunter up top. Little dribble weave. by St. Catherine's. Good pull up by McGee. No good. Fouls the shot. Ben is right there, but Kirkland lost it. Ball, he's on the floor, 50-50. Thought about it. Delaney, Austin goes up. Nice pull up, a little short. Kirkland can't get it. Back to Austin. He'll kick it out. Nope.
Good poise there.
Way to bring it out. Kirkland with Austin, with Hunter. He's going to be out of bounds. Shots out to Ron Kirkland Jr. He's rocking the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Freaks. I give shots out to anybody that's wearing a shoe by a guy who plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. When was the last time a Milwaukee Bucks player had their own shoe? Ray Allen was part of the Jordan brand, but he didn't have a signature shoe. It wasn't the Ray Allen Jordans.
No. And those that's a nice colorway that they're wearing too.
Yeah.
They're rocking tonight.
So 32-30. St. Catherine's up, missed shot right there.
A little out of control.
Here comes Ron. Ron thought about three. He's going to shoot the three-pointer. That'll give him their first lead. Who's there? Mr. Ben. Working overtime today is Ben Gerlach. Ball will be out of bounds. So a little discussion with Coach Guys and Kirk and Ron Kirk Jr. and Alex. So Ben will go to the line, shoot two. He can tie this game up, and that will probably be the first time this game has been tied since it was 0-0 in the first half.
Yeah, correct.
First shot's no good.
And Ben's been giving Dominican a lot of energy, a lot of extra possessions. He's really kept them in the game the first half of the game.
Yeah. I would really like to know, we see Mark Stewart from the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. He's definitely a friend of the athlete program. I looked at his top 10 teams in the area, and I noticed Dominican wasn't on there, and they were, at this point, undefeated coming to this game at 10-0.
Well, maybe Mark sees something that nobody else sees in Dominican.
Three-pointer by Hunter, smooth. Gives it 35-31. Daniels, that's a tough entry pass. He let him way too much.
Well, if you notice here, we got the kid Elijah. He's zoning up. Even though he's guarding Ben, he's kind of zoning up, and he's the first guy to be the help guy whenever Alex gets the ball, as you've observed right here. Look at him zoning up on the opposite side of the basketball.
Three. This is what he can do. He knocks down the three, 34-35. We talked about this maybe a couple weeks ago. To me, still, one of the hardest things for high school and some college players to do is post-entry pass. That is a lost art. People don't know where to place the ball for post players. That means they're not working on it, I don't think, enough in practice.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy's working. I love that Elijah kid. He's working his tail off.
Here comes Dominican with a chance to take the lead for the first time. Alex is in the post. He's been held. Once again, a simple post.
That post, you got to loft that pass in there. When you got it, he got him sealed on the inside. You just got to loft it in there and put it towards the square. You got a 6'8" guy who can catch it and dunk it, right?
I said that's one of the most underrated things in high school and college basketball, post-entry pass. Well, I'm not sure what you guys teaching over at Brown Deer, but hopefully you guys are working on post-entry pass. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, I agree with you. We have to do a little bit better with post-entry passes, but I think everybody in the state does.
Yeah. Three-pointer right there by 15, Calvin Hunter.
Those little things are the fundamentals of basketball. You got to take some time out of practice. And I know it's not sexy, but you got to do it.
34-38, 10-24 here left in the second half. Kirk Jr. up the top. He's working on Hunter. They got Alex on the left. Hunter. Nice pass to Ben in the right direction. And the senior coming up big, 36-38. 10 minutes to go here in the second half, and we have ourselves a game, folks.
Well, that's what you're going to need to do against St. Catherine's because they're swarming to the basketball anytime anybody drives.
Calvin Hunter. Tyrese thought about three. He's so poised. He could have took a bad shot. McGee's up top with Kirk on him. McGee has a wide open lane and a monster block by Alex. Daniels comes up with the rebound. Dominicans on the run now. Alex is up top working on Elijah. No, excuse me, on Jamari. Good up and under, kicks it to Ben. The senior, can he knock down another one? No good. Here comes Tyrese. Three-pointer by Calvin Hunter. No good, but McGee's there for the putback. That makes it 40-38.
And Craig, I'm going to pick on Alex a little bit. This is what I'm talking about his motor. He never even crossed half court.
Yeah.
You know, he made a great block on one end, came down, didn't get the basketball, and then he doesn't cross half court.
Kirk Jr. up top working on Tyrese. Good spin, turnover. Here comes Tyrese. Tyrese with the spin move. Tyrese.
Oh!
And Kirk met him upstairs. And here comes the Dominican. Kirk with the block. Can he knock down the three? No good, but Ben's there. Tips it to Alex Antetokounmpo, but that would have been showtime by Tyrese Hunter. The kid is explosive.
The kid is very explosive. I think the roof would have went off the top of this place.
That would have made top 10. We would have sent that to ESPN for top 10 plays of the week.
Absolutely.
Good defensive here. So 38-40, 8 minutes remaining here in the second half, and the roof, Tyrese up top, Hunter working on Daniels. He wants a one ISO. Jamari Baker drives, no good, and one basket plus the foul. It's so many unsung heroes for St. Catherine's. It hasn't been Tyrese at all this game.
Again,
from a standpoint of taking
absolutely,
over.
Absolutely. He's playing within the flow of the game. If he has it, he takes it. If he doesn't, he moves the basketball. And it's hard to key on him. That's opening up different situations for different players to be the heroes tonight. And I think that's the mark of a really good player.
He's done an excellent job. But, again, this team, these guys have been playing with each other 2-3 years now, and there's no egos. I'm not saying there's egos for Dominican, but everyone knows who the star is for Dominican.
Absolutely.
There's no question that it goes to Alex, where with St. Joe's, they're hard to guard because tough move, get it with double team, jump ball. And this is probably just talking about when you talk about teams that's like big threes or super teams. When you're on a super team, what Alex is doing right now, help is not coming.
The help's not coming.
Right, you're not right. But when you're playing with just, a regular high school basketball team, which Dominican is, it's hard to go one-on-one in high school basketball because everybody's helping.
Well, you got to pick your spots. Right now, if Alex just has the ball at the top of the key and just drives it at the top of the key, there's no way St. Catherine's has let that happen.
Yeah, he's not going from the top of the key to the basket.
No, there's no way they're going to let that happen. They're 2 dribbles away from the basket. There's going to be somebody who's going to come swarming in there.
So we have referees just making sure both teams are not jostling for position. 38-43, 7:43 remaining here in the second half. Dominican down 5 at home. This is the first game of 2. Next time these two teams will play will be at St. Catherine's. That's by less than a month away. Kirk trying to get the ball into, again, post-entry passes. I hate to harp on it. I see it every game. Turnovers.
The pass is there, Craig. You just got to take your time and make it. You got them spaced out. You got the ball in the middle of the floor. Alex has to walk his guy up the paint a little bit more, give him some more room, right, for room for error, and we got to just loft it over the top.
You're right. The pass is there. Well, all I'm talking about, Sanjay, is they don't know how to either float it up or do a direct. The angles of the passes are not there. Getting it to them. Like the post person have great position. It's up to the person, post-entry pass person to know where to touch.
Yeah, the touch.
That's what I'm saying
Absolutely.
is not being worked on. I remember in college at Whitewater, we worked on post-entries because we had a dominant post player where we had to get him the ball, and we ran the triangle offense, so the ball pretty much starts in the post, and you work your way out.
Absolutely. But, the way that basketball has went is like kind of positionless, and you don't really got a lot of guys posting.
It's working outside in now.
Yeah.
McGee, floater with the left hand, tough. Floater with the left hand, beautiful. That makes it 45-38. Daniels playing with the ball. Calvin Hunter almost had to steal. Timeout. Coach Goss wants to talk about it. It's going to be a timeout full timeout. So timeout here at Whitefish Bay Dominican. Dominican down 7, 45-38. You're watching Locked Into the Athlete Live Streaming Network. We'll take a break. Be back after these commercial breaks.
Be on the lookout for more Bobcats, Wisconsin. Bryant and Stratton College's Wauwatosa campus now offers 15 intercollegiate athletic programs, including esports, starting this fall. Competing in the NJCAA Division II level gives Bryant and Stratton College the opportunity to offer scholarships to student athletes. Learn more about Bobcats athletics at bscbobcats.com. Bryant and Stratton College, opportunities start here.
And welcome back to the Athlete Streaming Network here at Whitefish Bay Dominican, where Dominicans down 7 got home to St. Catherine's 45. He better be wearing some some Giannis, the freaks. Up, Alex goes up strong with the rebound. Can't make it. They're going to call it travel. Now, if you're Dominican, this is the game that you wanted to get for the simple fact, next time you see St. Catherine's, it's going to be at St. Catherine's. If you can get that first win at home, makes it a lot easier when you go on the road.
Make it a lot easier.
And you got to face them in Racine. Three-pointer by Calvin Hunter, knocks down 3, extends the lead, 50-38.
They're wearing them down. They're just wearing them down. Just like grinding steel gears against each other. You get some metal chips, and those parts just wear down.
Yeah.
There's another post entry.
I count at least 5 to 6 post entry passes that's turnovers. That's been tough passes.
And right now, what I'm looking for from Dominican and Alex, because he's their star player, I need some leadership out of you right now. The ship's got a couple holes in it.
Yep.
You got to plug up those holes right now. That needs to come from the coaching staff or one of the players on the court.
Jamari Baker, no good. Alex with the rebound. Alex working. The double team comes right away. Turnover. Good defense by St. Catherine's. Timeout on the court by St. Catherine's. They'll probably take a 30-second timeout, but you nailed it. We talked about this. Alex got to know you can't spin. As soon as you turn your back, help is coming.
You are not going to drive the ball on this kind of team. Just play with the ball at the top and just drive it to the basket. It's not going to happen.
No, Austin with the rebound.
Those are still good shots.
That's like you said.
Those are still good shots. They're high percentage shots.
So 4:04 remaining here in the second half. Alex with a tough three-pointer. He needs it. This is the time if he's going to put on that Giannis cape on. This is the time for you to put it on. And already, let's kind of point out some of the skill sets that this young kid Alex had. At this point in time, a lot of people say he's way more skilled than what Giannis was. Giannis didn't have a three-point shot.
Nope.
He's still working on that.
Yeah.
At least Alex, he shoots it with ease. And he takes about 4 or 5 a game at an early age.
Absolutely. You can definitely tell the advantage that Alex has versus Giannis at that age.
The spin move, tough. And so if you look at the upside of Alex Antetokounmpo, at this age, 17 years old, can dribble, can shoot, can pass. But you say it's the little things you need to work on to take him to the next level.
Yeah.
Look at his footwork. Look at the size up. They're able to shoot right over the defender. Austin.
And one.
Goes up strong. That cuts the lead to 7, 43-50, 3:15 remaining here in the second half.
Got to get a stop here if you're a Dominican.
McGee, so now, as they did this whole game, they're going to get a good shot. They're going to milk the clock probably a little bit and get a good shot. McGee working on number 4, Daniels. Jamari McGee, sorry, excuse me. Here's Jamal Baker. Back to McGee, beat McGee. Look at that, a good backdoor
Oh, foul.
I think they got away with one. Austin held Baker. Fast break opportunity. Kirk Jr. goes up, no good. He gets fouled, tough foul by Tyrese, and so Ron Kirk Jr. go to the line to shoot 2. So they ran a good 40-second off the clock that last possession.
Probably got away with a foul.
They definitely got it. Well, yes. Dominican got away with a foul for
Absolutely.
sure.
Probably got away with one there.
The line Austin was going down, and he pulled down number 4 for Jamari Barker for St. Cat's, and at the line shooting 2 is Ron Kirk Jr. First shot's up. That's good. It makes it 44-50.
Number 3?
McGee, yeah.
Yeah.
So 45-50. And again, St. Catherine's just going to run it off. They're going to run good offense till they get a good shot. This is that endless conversation, especially in the state of Wisconsin, should we have a shot clock? Because right now, St. Catherine's can run a minute Hunter. That's probably the first bad shot they took all night. So Austin working on McGee.
5 seconds.
They're going to call a foul. That's the 6th foul. So next foul by St. Catherine's, Dominican will be in a 1-on-1 situation. I was quick to say 5 seconds too, but he was at the end. He started making a move to the basket.
I'm really impressed by the way St. Catherine's defends on the ball and off the ball. They really get after you.
Tough shot by Alex. That's a bad shot. Thought he was fouled. No foul called. Hunter working on Ron Kirk Jr. 134 remaining here. Barker, he gets in. Good defense. Turnover. Oh, this way to stay with it. Rebound by Austin. Here comes Dominican. Austin attacking. Kicks it. 1:10 remaining here in the game. Daniels goes up. He gets that basket to fall. Timeout on the floor makes it 47-50. Dominican only down 3 points. 1:05 to go. So now, Coach, what is Nick Bennett telling his St. Catherine's? What is he telling his players right now in this huddle, this timeout, you think, Coach?
I think he's telling them to protect the basketball. You're probably going to get fouled. We're going to hold this basketball until we get fouled, and we're going to make this a free throw shooting game. We're not going to give Dominican an opportunity to get the ball back, right? They're going to foul us, and we got to make our free throws. Got to be tough there just in case the referees don't call it.
Yep.
And we got to just take care of the basketball.
And so if you're Dominican and Coach Guys and DePerry, are you saying go for the steal? You foul?
I'm definitely kind of trying to lengthen out this game with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. I'm going to try to deny any entry pass. I'm going to try to steal the basketball, and when it comes in, if we ain't able to steal it or trap it right away, we're going to foul. Okay. So if we're able to trap it or steal it, we'll take that. But if not, we're going to foul right there.
So St. Cat's, it's a full court pressure right now by Dominican.
Here's our denial.
But this is what we talked about. It's hard to press a team like St. Catherine's with multiple point guards with McGee and Tyrese. And they broke that with ease. Hunter. Ball will stay with Dominican.
And I think Alex was trying to foul there, and I think they just didn't call it.
So I say you go for the steal, you foul right away. Like you said, you extend this game as much as possible. Make them make free throws. There you go. Foul. There's the foul right there. You extend this game.
You extend this game. You turn this 1 minute into 3 or 4 minutes.
And the great thing, we're streaming this. There's no show preceding us after this game. We don't have Friends scheduled. The 9 o'clock nightly news coming on.
Yeah, we don't have to break away from this.
We won't have to break away. So that was the 16th foul. So next team foul from either team. Both teams are being the bonus.
So you'll see the same thing here, Craig. A lot of denial. See if you can steal it on the inbound. If not, you're gonna foul right away.
And somehow Lambert was wide open. That's probably the guy you want to foul. He hasn't shot many free throws tonight, so he'll go to the line, seeing if he can knock down the one-on-one situation. And the first three are the hardest because you're not guaranteed that second free throw.
Absolutely.
Right,
The
so
first part of the bonus, yeah.
So we'll see if Lambert can come up with some big free throws here.
And I tell you what, if you start missing some free throws here, this game can get really interesting.
And we'll see. We don't have the stats, but this is a senior, Elijah Lambert. The first shot is knocked that down, nothing but the bottom of the net. Makes
Cold as ice.
26 miles away. They shoot free throws every day, B.
Every day.
And the post-entry pass, because they know how to enter that ball, even though their players are interchangeable. Tyrese is up top. He's at the bottom. He's all over this offense. Mixes the second one. So Dominican has the opportunity here. Here comes Daniels up top.
And you don't need a three necessarily.
Kirk goes up. No foul was caught.
Oh!
And one situation. So
That's
he
huge.
gets.
That's huge.
That makes it 49-51. Can cut it to a 1-point game if he can knock down the free throw.
And honestly, Craig, that call can go either way.
Yeah.
That could be a block. I can clearly see that it could have been a block. It could have clearly been a charge as well.
Even though at high school they don't have the line, the circle, he was clearly underneath the basket. So that's probably that was a clear charge. Blocking. I think high schools should have the circle.
It's just a matter of perspective, what your optic shows you.
Kirkman free throws, good. Cuts it to one. So you got to go for the steal. And that's probably not the guy you want to foul. That's one of the better free throws. Jamari Baker, he already knocked down 2 free throws plus 2 3-point shots. But this is the time to foul. This is a different type of situation. Pressure free throws.
Pressure free throws. They're not the same as when you're up 10 points or down 20 points. There's a lot of pressure. You're up 1. You're trying to secure this thing and take it back 26 miles away. Well, it's not just going to happen just now. You got 34 seconds to put it in the bag.
So 1-1, he knocks down the first free throw. That makes it 52-50. Second free throw's up. That's good also. 53-50, 3-point lead.
He looked very comfortable shooting those free throws
He
this
did.
time of the game.
If you're Dominican, you get the first available shot.
First available shot. They're using a lot of time here, though.
Good defense.
Oh!
Questionable offensive foul call right there by the referees. So, wow, at this point of the juncture, I'm not sure you make that call with so much on the line. Timeout. Wow. So, timeout on the floor. 22 seconds here left. Dominican down 3 against St. Catherine's. And Coach Gaz is livid right now with that offensive charge call, offensive possession call. Wow.
That's a tough call right now. Dominican has really fought to get back into this thing, and to have it decided by a call by a referee is it's difficult to deal with, even as a coach with so much experience like guys.
Yeah, a lot of time left, but still, that's one of those situations where you let those, unless it's blatant, unless the guy extended that left arm and the guy falls down. Yes,
it's one of those things, Craig, where it's advantage, disadvantage. Did the guy really get an advantage by him doing that?
Absolutely.
Not at all. So that's a play on.
Yeah. So we'll see. Dominican has to go for the steal. If they don't get the steal, you have to foul on this possession. But so far, it's living up to the bill of two top teams in the area going at each other. When you have the Dominican taking on St. Catherine's, the first of 2 matchups for these two teams. And we talked about this. If you're Dominican, you always want to win that first game when you're playing at home. Too much time on the clock, and they finally get the foul. Foul go against Alex. Oh, no, excuse me, number 4. That's Jamari McGee. So now St. Catherine's will be in a double bonus, so they have 2 free throws coming up.
You know, two free throws here made. This one is all but over.
And McGee, ooh.
Oh.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's definitely a chance now.
First free throw no good by McGee.
You got to get a quick score though if you're Dominican. You can't mess around with this thing. Get a quick score here and then we'll see what happens.
Second free throw.
Missed them both.
Rebound comes to Dominican.
Well, this is the guy you want with the basketball.
And it looks like they're going for 3. No doubt about it because time is running. You have to go. What is he waiting on?
You got to get.
He's going too much time. And now a 5 seconds call. Wow, 5 seconds. So
I actually thought Coach Guys called a timeout there. Oh, shit.
FCC, hopefully you won't listen and do it. Good hustle right there by Alex Adekatupo to dive into the stands.
Foul. Even if we take it out, the clock continues to run, I believe, so you just kind of just let it run out.
So 3.8 remaining on the game clock, 54-50. So we'll see what. So we'll see what we got going on here. Whereas Dominican is going to got a second chance. You know, you have an opportunity. If your coach guys has been some questionable calls, you go back and look at the tape. If you're a Dominican fan, the Knights fan, you know you some questionable calls, but still you had opportunities.
Well, when you think about the course of a game, you got, 36 minutes in a game, and you pretty much the last, you start fighting hard the last, 4 or 5 minutes of the game. And, that's just not enough to get it done.
And that will be the ball game as Dominican, with St. Catherine's, gets the 54-50 win here. And so So 54-50, Dominican gets the win, and our Jose Winston would catch up with Tyrese Hunter. So it's a big time game. And our very own coach is probably one of the slowest sideline reporters in the game when it comes to Mr. Coach Winston. But he'll catch up with Tyrese Hunter as they'll leave some questionable calls down here in the second half. But if you're Dominican, you put yourself in a situation where you had a chance to win it. You had
and it's tough for these young kids, especially when there's some questionable calls. You got to keep all your emotions under control. And, that's a tough loss. Anytime you lose at home, it's a tough loss.
Yeah, anytime you especially get that W when you had an opportunity to win. Because now you got to see this team again in a couple weeks. And you will be playing this team. You'll be playing this team in a hostile environment at St. Catherine's, where the whole town was going to come out for that game.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the better gyms to play at, actually.
Yeah, that's a really nice gym.
It's a really nice gym. So we'll see what they got in store. And hopefully our sideline reporter, Mr. Jose Winston, can catch up with Tyrese Hunter, the player of the game. Don't have his stat line, but he came out with a W, and that's always the biggest thing. So he's a little rusty. We like to catch the players before they go to the locker room.
Yeah. Well, I think he played within himself tonight, Tyree, and I think he got his teammates involved. He made plays when he needs to make plays, and his supporting cast really stepped up tonight. So that's a mark of a really good team, and led by a really good leader.
Absolutely. So we have Dominican falls 54-50. Our next telecast will be next week, and we'll post that online to let you guys know when we'll be back in action. And so thank you for everybody for watching and listening to the Athlete Live. We appreciate the support you guys give us. Thank you for our crew tonight, Jose Winston, sideline reporter, color commentary from Sanjay Adele, our intern for basketball season, Royal. He did a great job of helping us with our Eye in the Sky. And so for everyone here for the Athlete Live, we're going to say so long. Thank you for watching. This is the Athlete Live streaming network.
Yeah, you did. Appreciate that, bro. You can put it out there, y'all.
Big firing Jose sideline. You gotta be aggressive. You can't let him go. You keep him.
Yeah, get me on the sideline, man.
You can't. He all nonchalant, talking to her, and he walk down there. Come on, man, you grab him.
Where you at?
This is where they at.
Where you at? I don't know where. Oh, shh.
That's why I signed this off, man.
Did you see
I signed
Alex jump into his coach on purpose?